Hey peeps, here I am once again back to you for another idea of housing. And today we are once again back to you with another nice pallet storage project for those of you in the same situation. And just to give you a little bit more information about this project, it has been made to arrange a very small situation in this house. And as this family have a chimney in the middle of their living room, and with some kind of holes just underneath that, they've decided to place the wood, the outside wood was a little bit wet, in those holes. And as you can imagine, the bugs, they really love this kind of place, especially if the wood is wet. So in order to avoid attracting too much bugs, we've decided to create some boxes. Actually, some crate boxes. And for this, we're gonna use again some pallet wood. A very simple pallet project that can be created by everyone. Especially if you don't have a lot of space, this can create some extra storage for you. And at the same time, if there is too much bugs around, you can easily remove them pretty fast. As always, if you like this idea and you believe that it might be something pretty cool for you at home, we will be sharing with you a link in the video description. You never know, eh? You know, this is the goal of this channel, to inspire you to recycle pallet wood, but not only pallet wood, recycle in general. Bring sustainability in your house, because you know, sustainability always starts at home, eh? So as I was telling you, we will be sharing a link of our newsletter for you in the video description. As soon as you sign up, you will be receiving several messages, and on a weekly basis, we'll be sending for you some free 3D plan in order to help you to recycle and to build it yourself. And of course, if you also know people around you that might need something like that in their house, feel free to share it with them. Share the videos, share the plans. We've created a pretty nice concept, pretty nice way for you to share it and to mobilize people to recycle as much as possible. And before starting with our video, I would like to give a pretty nice shout out to some of the fans liking and commenting in the preview video. And when I'm talking about that, I'm thinking about Steve Day, Woodworker. Guys, thanks a lot. I really appreciate your comments and what you're saying in those comments. I have some pretty cool ideas coming for you pretty soon, so stay posted. Alright, so now that you have a little bit more information about what's coming, let's just make it happen. Let's go! Alright, so before starting, we're gonna give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Amsterdam Evenement, and I'm gonna be giving you more information about them at the end of this video. And as I was telling you at the beginning, this is another one of our recycled, reclaimed project. And this time again, using pallet. As you know, the best way to recycle nowadays is using pallet and create some nice furnitures. And as you can imagine, in order to start this project, we're gonna dismantle each of the slats on those pallets. And to make this step easier, I'm gonna use here an electric saw. And as some of you may know, when you are working with pallet, you need to be very, very patient. Because as you can imagine, removing all those slats can take a lot of time. So just be patient here. And in order to properly cut the nails, I will advise you to really insert the blade in the gap between the big block and the slat. So this will avoid that you're cutting too much of the wood. Then now, another painful part to go through. Removing the rest of the nails from those slats. And for this, I'm going to be using a normal nail with my hammer and just push through the ones that are still stuck in the wood. I have to admit, it's a long process, yes, but at the end, this will allow you to have, as you can see here, some long slats that you can work with. After that, it's time for us to move to our thickness planner, which will help us to clean each side of the wood. And I have to apologize for this sequence because I realized just when we were making the films that I lost some focus here. But in general, you can clearly see the action that I'm taking here in order to clean those slats. Then, in order to cut those slats, I'm gonna be using here my miter saw. As you can see, I'm setting up everything in order to start using it. And before making those cuts, I need to look in my notebook in order to check out the appropriate measurements. Because as you can imagine, the holes I was showing you at the beginning of this video have different dimensions. So of course, I will be taking into consideration the different sizes of those 5 boxes in order to create each of them. So here, one of my first goals is to find the middle points on each slat in order to save me some cutting. Then, now that I've traced the lines on each of them, and to faster the process, I'm gonna be cutting 3 at a time, or sometimes even 4. But I will advise you to don't add too much on top of each other in order to have a clean cut. Then here we are with all the slats properly cut. And when I'm counting them all, I think that we have here 76 slats. And some more that I will be using for the bottom side. And before moving forward, I'm checking each of them to properly see if they are not too broad. And in order to remove as much as splinter as possible, I've decided here to round up a little bit the edges using my router table. And here is the number of slats I will be using in order to create one box. Alright, so now let's round them up. And for this process, I will be of course using my round over bit. Then here we are with all of them round up and ready to be sanded. And in order to have a smooth touch when we are holding those boxes, I will be here sanding using my orbital DX sander. This is another tool I'm using from Parkside, and I will be giving you a little bit more information about it pretty soon. Then here we are, all sanded and ready to be assembled. And to create the angles that will allow me to join each of those slats, I will be using here some 4x4 cm and cut them in half using my table saw. But before starting cutting, I will be first setting up my table saw at 30 degrees. When everything is set up, then we can start cutting. Then now that I have all pieces ready, it's time for me to start assembling. I will be here using some piece of wood left over to act here as a divider. Then I will be attaching them all using my nail gun. Please note that when attaching you could also use some wood glue, but I realized that for a simple project like this one, we don't really need to. As you can see here, one of the first slats is ready, so let's complete the frame. And I have to say that when one side is done, the rest is going pretty fast. It's all just a matter of time. Then now turning upside down in order to move this time to the bottom side. And using again my nail gun to attach. Then here we are with some pretty simple crate boxes and made from pallet wood. And I'm here giving you a last view from them in their final place. Now we have a happy family with some extra storage from recycled wood. Alright, as you can see, this idea is very simple to create. Something to give you a little bit more storage, and as you can see in this case, for some safety reason. And if you are also taking a very close look at our DIY platform, we also have some members sharing with you some pretty cool ideas, recycle ideas especially. And I'm thinking about Ashish from the Crazy Couple channel. He's sharing with us a very nice way to create from scrap wood a very nice digital clock. Check this out. And to finish, I would like to give a big thanks to our usual fans commenting all the time and letting us know what they think about what we are doing, what I'm doing, and what other people are doing in the community. Because you know, this platform is especially for us. We need to recycle. We need to take action now so we can recycle and create some beautiful stuff. Alright, as usual, a big thanks to Ashish from the Crazy Couple channel, Mahendra, my nice friend, good friend from India. Thanks a lot, Mahendra. I really like what you're doing as well and your support. Alejandro Cordero from Spain, another member joining us and giving us a very nice support. Some other people like Sandra Popovic, Fred Mann, Philippe de Brito from France. So I'm gonna quickly switch in French to talk to Philippe de Brito, based in France. Philippe, merci beaucoup pour les photos que tu as partagées avec moi. Ça fait trop plaisir de voir, c'est inspirant ce que je fais. Et bon mon gars, ce que tu fais, c'est plus du bricolage, je dois dire. Hein. Franchement, tu dois partager avec notre communauté, parce que c'est franchement beau ce que tu fais. Allez Philippe, merci encore d'avoir partagé les images. Big shout out pour toi, et à la prochaine. And the new sponsor for this video is Amsterdam Evenements, a very nice organization organizing different events. If you are coming to Amsterdam or in the Netherlands in general, you can contact them and see what you can do in Amsterdam, especially. Alright, so I will be also sharing some pretty cool links for you below in the video description, so you will see exactly what they are doing and you can also contact them. Alright guys, it's always nice to see and to receive so much support from all of you. And on behalf of the community, I would like to give you a big thanks. A big thanks for the members, for the sponsor as well, because what they are doing, the support that they are giving us, it's very important in order to grow the community. So a big thanks to the sponsor and the partners. If you are new to our community, welcome. If you would like to stay posted and see all the time what we are doing, click on the little button here, and after that, click on the bell to receive a notification every time we are sharing new content for you, and I will see you next time. Bye!